with music, movies, books, things like that. So I think those are majorly the things we talk about.
Into
Did you get that?
politics. Yes, I did. I got that.
Oh, okay.
I noticed that your generation is more inclined towards politics. There's this, you call yourself the woke generation. So that's okay. So, however, I'd like to ask you this though. What do you think make Gen Z stand out from the millennials? I'm a millennial, so I can defend my people right here.
I think what makes us stand out is the fact that we don't take things lying down out,
Okay.
in the sense that we are ready to challenge things.
Okay.
Unlike the generation before us, when they tell you go, you go. When they tell you come, you come. When they tell you do this like this, you're not. We are ready to question. Oh, why should I do it like this? I think this is a better way to do it. So, like I said, we don't take things lying down. We are willing to, if we want change, we are willing to what's the word? Fight for that change. We're willing to stand up and say, oh no, we're not taking this. I do not like this. We're very outspoken. Yes, we're very
Compared to our
outspoken about what we
generation,
like. Yes,
eh,
compared to your generation.
we are the generation of corporal punishments because when you talk too much, they go beat you tire. Honestly, we are I don't know if you know what they call corporal punishment then, way back when we
I
were in
think I
secondary.
have an idea.
You go chop flogging, especially for those of us that went to boarding school. Oh man, no, Egbagidi. So, I believe that's one of the reasons why you know you just don't want to be the scapegoat. You don't want to, you don't want to be the one that's Tomakesha Yellow. Like you don't want to be the one that will be crucified, for the team. So I mean, you just more or less, what, let's just follow the rules and just get it on. But however, we still have some of us that know. Anyhow, we go still rough farm and they will still, what, I'm doing it things my way. This is how it should be done and all that. And then our generation also started a lot of movements as well. You know that, right?
Yes.
We are not sure.
Ma'am?
You are
Sorry, I
not
didn't
sure.
get
You are
that.
not sure our generation started any movement. We started some movements, and then a lot of us are entrepreneurs, and of course we have to deal with employing your generation. And there's this part that we had discussed like 2 weeks ago. It was just on the side in the studio, and we're just talking about Gen Z's. Just they can just stand up and just walk away and say, you know what, this job is not for me. Like is giving me depression vibes, or is giving me it's not this job is not giving. I mean, using your words, right? Like you just say this job is not giving, and you just walk away. So I want you to speak to that.
Um, I think the thing is, with the world evolving, there are
Yeah.
so many things that are happening now that were not so common. I mean, back then, you could be in a toxic workspace where your boss constantly yells, does not appreciate your work, and you have to keep pushing because I mean I need the job. But now it has everybody understands that as much as you need a job, your health, your mental health, your physical well-being should come first. That's why it seems like, oh, Gen Z's are so like they're easily up and leave. Oh, I'm not going to stress. And I think it's a good thing because at the end of the day, whatever happens to you, the work is still going to go on. So that's why a lot of Gen Z are willing to prioritize their mental health first. Their mental health should come first.
Okay.
I'm going to come first. If my boss is too stressful, I mean, I'm going to leave. I mean, I have done something similar to that. I mean, not, I didn't say it was not giving, but I have done something similar to that. The stress was too much. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. I don't think I'm going
So
to do this.
when you have to measure stress, what do you mean by stress? Because I don't want to say it for you. I kind of have an idea of what you're trying to say. Like maybe, okay, so just tell me, why do you think the
Okay.
job was not giving too much? I mean, like it was stressing you.
Okay. Me, I'm someone that can't stay under a whole lot of physical, what's the word? A lot of physical force.
Okay.
It was too far. First of all, the distance was too much. Like I would have to be waking up around what 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Every day to go to work, and I would have to come back what 9, 10 p.m.
Oh,
And
okay.
I would most likely have assignments I would have to submit the next day. That
Okay.
was one of the issues. The second thing was there was a lot of expenses. Like the transport was a lot. I was going to be spending at least 7K every day on transport, including feeding. So I just looked at it and I was like, you know what? I don't think it's going to be worth it because I'll come back burnt out and tired, and I'll have to do it the next day. I'll do that for 5 days in a week. That's going to be a lot. And by the time I'll have to go back to school, I'll be stressed out. So I couldn't do it.
Oh well,
I
I
had
mean
to
that's
spend
understandable because to be honest, anyone who is working should have a fair pay that should be able to cover their expenses for transportation and every other thing. And the work hours in a way should be flexible enough, especially for someone like you who is also still a student. Okay. So I mean it's expected that your work hours should be flexible enough for you to be able to, juggle both together. But I mean for a full-time worker, well, I believe that some of my generation will just, keep pushing till they are able to pull through. But
exactly. They keep
however,
pushing.
some of us would still sit down and have a calculation like, it's not adding up. Oh, what I'm spending is way more than what I'm earning, and I'm expending a lot of energy and all. And then coupled with if the work environment is not friendly enough, then you think of walking away. That's just it. So I believe that to a large extent, your generation has affected, I mean, has impacted our generation in a way to, more or less tell us that, you know what, you don't have to take this. You can always walk away and get something else to do. But a
Exactly.
lot of people get scared of the unknown. They are not sure where the next daily bread is going to come from. So because of that, they just, let me just hold on till I'm able to just pull through. MK is online, and I would like her to say something to this because MK is also a lover of Gen Z like I am. So, hi, MK.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm great, MK.
How's it going?
Well, it's going on fine. We have Angel Ifine here. She's our
Yes,
Gen
I
Z
saw.
representative. So
Yeah,
she's been trying to,
yeah.
shed more light into the disparity in the generation. So I want you to also do the same, please.
Well, Gen Z. I love their name anyway.
Yes, their name is very spicy.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
we are waiting for the. I think what is coming now is better or something. I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
Gen Alpha.
No, better is after Alpha.
Okay,
Now we have
okay.
better.
After, oh yeah, because we have one after the Gen Z, which is a generation Gen Alpha. Then we have Gen Beta.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think basically the thing is although I feel some of them are
Mm.
overdoing it
Okay.
because yeah, like what India just said now, the place is far,
Mm-hmm.
the distance and
Yeah.
everything is going to tell on earth, it's going to really tell on you.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you have to consider your health first, which is okay. That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, some are even very close, living close to the office, and they just feel like, you know what, I can't do this. I just want to go and all that.
Like I
But
just want to work two
truth,
days a week
yeah, the
and get
truth
paid
is,
for the month.
there's no counterpart of any Gen Z abroad
Mm.
that works that way.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
so I believe the society is actually giving them false, false narrative.
Okay.
That, oh, you have to consider your mental. That's not how to consider your mental health. You're not trying to get things done for your future. 16-year-old in America is already working in Walmart, is working
Yeah.
in CVS, is working in all those places. 16 years old,
Yeah.
and is standing for 12 hours.
Mm. Working and putting
So
in the hours.
yes, yes. And then you have the Nigerian 16-year-old who is still on, and then you have a 23-year-old who says he or she is a Gen Z and says he cannot um, cope with work and bosses and all that. So at the end of the day, you have a generation of people who are dependent on on the unseen to
Okay.
survive. They are dependent on the unseen to survive, and then you have a lot of them right now selling all sorts of things online because they thought being a being mental health. They thought mental health is about you doing what you like, or uh, you know live your life the way you want.
Bills
So
still
now
has
they're
to be
trying
paid.
to just, eh?
Bills has to be paid.
Exactly. So
Honestly, you
you
can't
see
run
a
away
lot of
from
them.
bills. So,
Exactly. You see a
uh-huh.
lot of them.
Yeah, but
Because
you know, but there are Gen Zs here in Nigeria too that are really working hard.
that's what I'm saying. That some of them they thought being when they thought that
I
mental
think they
health
didn't get
thing
the memo properly.
they didn't get it properly. So the
Mm.
society did not teach them well. Do you understand? The society once the boss is actually against you, you are supposed to also make it known that oh no, please take it easy. This is it. What you're doing is
Yeah,
affecting me and all that. But at the same time, I have a business that I need to make profits.
true.
So you can't come twice in a week. It's not going to help me and earn me anything.
Mm.
So you have a lot of them online selling food, selling
Drop
everything, selling that.
shipping.
Will they survive? Can
Mm.
you survive on stuff like that? If
Mm.
I order food from you today, am I going to order next 3 days? Of not talking of, I want to go on first class. What they spend their money? Yeah, they spend
They're just about the good life.
yeah,
We have some
it's a-
comments here though that I would like to read out. Once F boss on IG says, Gen Z plays too much. Back in my day, we didn't have the luxury of quitting jobs just because they stressed us out. Angel, what do you have to say about that?
Okay,
Can you
so
defend
I would
that?
like to comment on the I would like to comment on the whole issue of Gen Zs not wanting to work. I think that's I wouldn't agree with that,
Okay.
because I would like to say that the millennials, their idea of work is 9 to 5. Wake up, go to an office where you wear the white shirt, the tie. That's the idea of, oh, you're
White
working.
collar Joe. Miracle is laughing.
Exactly, white collar job. But I think what I like about my generation is the fact that we have diversified. I know so many people my age, they are working 3 to 4 jobs. They are content creators, they do tech, they do Web3, they are writers, they do research. So it's like they're not just fitting themselves into one box.
Okay.
Most of them, I don't want to do a white collar job. Left to me too, if I have the opportunity, I do not want to do a white collar job. There are so many
But you're studying
opportunities.
to be a lawyer. That's a white collar
Exactly,
job.
but I'm planning to be a lawyer eventually. Yeah, because we have realized
yeah,
that.
that's a white collar job, Angel.
Ìyẹn
Yes,
gangan ni
I
white
know.
collar na ilẹ̀ ń wọ white and black now.
But the thing is, there are so many opportunities online that, as much as it seems like, oh, computer was introduced during your generation, you guys didn't take so much advantage of it. Like, there's so many. I could just be
We were
sitting.
evolving as the computer was evolving. Like, did you even know what's that one we were using before Facebook? Ti gbàgbé ẹ̀ nsìn yìí. Did you use i5? Did you use i5?
No, no, I
No,
did
you
not.
didn't use i5. We
I
used
did not.
i5. We used so as the whole thing was coming up, we're also evolving with it. Give us some
Like, as
slack.
much as your generation think that you guys evolved with it, you guys did not take advantage. There's one thing to evolve, and there's one thing to actually take advantage of that evolution, which I don't think your generation fully tapped into, because we've realized that, like, the issue of they're selling so many things online, they want to be entrepreneurs. They want to, set up their own thing. They want to dictate the pace of how things are going to go. Like, there's so many resources online that people have tapped into, remote jobs. That's why it seems like, oh, everybody wants to come in 2 times a week, 3 times a week. There are even some law firms that actually allow their workers coming 3 times a week, remote job, then
So
they work
remote
from home.
jobs. Hmm.
Exactly. So they work from home. So these resources that they've been able to tap in online has given them this idea that, okay, you know what, if I could just sit at home and work and get paid in dollars most of the time, why exactly would I need to come in 3 times a week for a normal job? So that's the idea that most of them are going with. And I think I would like to also argue with the fact that we are raising a generation of people who are going to be dependent. I think that's going to be a lie, because so many Gen Zs now, at least the ones I know, and they're quite a number, they are making so much money. Like, I would like to say they make more money than their parents actually make, because these people are working more than one job. They're
Okay, so
actually
tell me
working.
this, Angel.
Okay.
You're solely dependent on the internet, AI, and the advent of computer and all the other things that are coming up, right? We
Yeah.
What if today the internet just goes boom off. What are you going to do? Can you even do paperwork? Can you write with your hands? Can you do stuff with your hands?
Okay, I think maybe the idea of maybe the idea of remote job automatically gives this is selling this idea that we can't do paperwork, we can't work with our hands, we can I mean, for example, okay, let me take writing for example. I mean, that's what I do. I
Okay,
can't use AI to write. I cannot use AI to write. No one is going to pay me for using AI to write.
true.
I mean, these two, they are there to, aid people, but we are not solely dependent on these two because as much as they
You
are
will say you
AI,
are
they
not
are
solely
also,
dependent on it, but there are a lot of your generation that are solely
I mean,
Hold on,
dependent
yes,
on it.
Angel.
they are always
Angel.
going to be okay.
Angel,
Yes.
hold on. I like the way you're going about the Gen Z, because you are a Gen Z as well. And
Mm.
I do really like it. But can you compare your Gen Z, a Nigerian Gen Z, to a Gen Z in America, in UK, in any part of the world? Are you the same?
We are
They
talking
have
about
the same
comparison
tools.
in you're
No,
talking
they have
about comparison in what sense?
comparison in terms of you say you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do your own thing, you want to dictate your own pace, you want to do. What I mean is that the average you, in comparison to the average you in America, are you doing the same? Because you are both Gen Z. Are you
Hmm.
guys doing the same thing?
Okay.
I
Okay,
just
I
want
would say no. But I would also like to say that we forget something.
to
It's so
know.
easy to
Hold on now. You first of all, are you the same in terms of mental thoughts towards work? Are you guys
the mentality towards work. We
yes?
can't be the same. The Gen Z in Nigeria can't be
Mm,
the same with I don't know America. Because first of all, the work culture in Nigeria is totally different from you. Made an example of this Gen Z. They get to work in Walmart at age 16.
Yeah.
Now, most the only job that I can get as at what age 16 in
mm,
Nigeria is a sales girl in
Yeah.
a kiosk or a
Yes.
shop or a
Yeah.
pharmacy where I'll get paid what, let's say,
And you're going to work full time. You can't. You
exactly,
can't.
I'll
It
get to
can't
work
be. It cannot
like
be part
full
time.
time.
Yes, you have to
Yes,
work
I
full
cannot get
time.
to work part time. I
True.
get so the point I'm trying to make is these people have access to Walmart is a chain of superstores, if I'm not mistaken.
And they run
no, yeah,
Walmart,
shifts.
exactly.
you're
Walmart
right.
is a chain of superstores, a
Mm,
good superstore. In Nigeria, a 16-year-old cannot begin to imagine, oh, I want to work in like a very big
Like a shop,
supermarket.
right? Or yeah.
Exactly. So the work, I think one thing to take into consideration is Nigerian work culture is not the same thing as I'd like to believe that most times the Nigerians who employ people want to use people because they look for people who have sufficient. You would hear, oh, I need 3 years experience, I need 4 years experience, I want somebody that has ND, I want someone that has OND, I want someone that has HND, and I'm
Yeah.
a 16-year-old. If I want to get a good job that I can actually save up from. And I mean, the economy is not good. We can't compare the economy that you guys
they,
had that time
they're
to
not
what
contributing.
we have now.
The economy cannot be good because you're not paying taxes. You're not contributing to it.
I think that's another thing that we make mistake. I pay
Ahead.
taxes. As long as I buy something, I'm paying taxes. As long as you buy something, you already pay tax.
Yeah.
I mean,
That,
you
that
earn you earn from a company, so you have like personal income. People
angel,
who get paid.
angel, relax. Let me tell you something. Relax. As long as I buy rice and paying taxes, man, that's not the tax that is going to make the economy to grow. All right. You see, that's why I'm saying that the average Nigerian Gen Z thinks, I don't know where they get it from, thinks they are doing, I mean, in their mind, they believe that the perception they have in their Gen Z way of doing things is okay. Already told me something that the Nigerian Gen Z, a 16-year-old cannot work eh, in Nigeria because there are no chains of places that can work and all that. But at the same time, let me tell you something. The average Gen Z in America leaves high school with a diploma. And that diploma can sustain you if you don't want to go to school.
Okay, we need to wrap up the program right now. I
Yeah,
mean, time is
yeah,
is
yeah.
running out.
Hold
Um.
on. Lola, please just
Okay.
give me a minute. I know we need to wrap up the program, please. So I'm saying this because I feel for the Gen Z. I love the Gen Zs. I love every but they they going to sustainability is key, Angel. Sustainability is key. That's what I'm just trying to say. That once we sit down, let's compare ourselves to other Gen Zs all over the world.
Mm.
The economy is bad because there's no contribution towards the growth of the economy.
Mm.
So buying rice and buying clothes online, you're not paying tax to the government. You're paying tax. You're buying from me or you're buying from the next person. Do you understand? You are earning dollars here online and they're paying you. How much? Who is taking money out of you? Are paying tax like you said, but who is taking to bring it to the bottom line? Or like somebody who is working in those chains of those places that you're talking about, their salaries are being taxed and they are contributing towards economy for the elderly in the future.
Okay, so thank you for your take, Angel. One final thought, on your generation. I mean, we love your generation. Personally, in fact, I've I've learned a lot from your generation, and how you do things has really impacted me and helped me to make some certain decisions for myself now. So, I'd like a final thought from you before we round up the program.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for this opportunity. Um, I would like to say that as much as I am a Gen Z, I don't fully, what's the word, agree with every single sentiment they share. I mean, I am still my own person, despite the fact I'm part of that generation. I don't agree with every single sentiment they share. But one thing I can't say is the fact that we found ways to, I don't know, not go the normal routes,
Sorry.
not do
Okay,
things
I'm
the
sorry.
way.
We have to go now. Like time is completely out. Thank you so much, Angel, for joining us
Okay,
today. We really
thank you so much.
appreciate you, and we hope to have you other times as well. And
That's the
until next time, please stay real and stay connected. Thank you for joining the program today. Bye.
WFM.